That's what it looks like. Oh no, you cover it.
You finish. Take a shovel for me.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks again for tuning in to another one of our COVantine home garden episodes. Last week we looked at how to make our own organic fertilizer using the tea bag method. So we used the barrel, we used the onion bag, and we put fish guts, we put manure, and we put a whole lot of different plants in there. So I do hope that you all out there and you took a look at that video. If you didn't, I'll put a little link somewhere at the top so you could check it out somewhere towards the end of this video. Make sure you watch everything, by the way. So today we're going ahead and do our own thing again. It's a whole lot of DIYs when you're doing your home garden. Today we're looking at composting at home. So my dad and I, we started our own composting in our yard, and I'm going to show you what it looks like so far and what we put in. So check it out. We are turning our compost. I don't like worms, but let's see what it looks like. I had to pause for a moment. There are a whole lot of things that I don't like, but I'm able to tolerate when I want to get things done. So yes, I don't like worms, the squishy and the gooey. I don't like slugs, I don't like snails, but I will do what I have to do to get my plants growing, healthy, and flourishing as they should. So I can tolerate these things. Anyway, let's get back into the video. So what we did, we put, oh my god,
Mixing the soil and the waste.
so many plastic.
Food peeling and kitchen.
Now, living in a Caribbean island, you tend to have a lot of food peelings because you have the ground provisions, you have your vegetables, you have your fruits, and we don't eat the skin of many of the things. So we have a lot of that to use to put back into the soil to create your own compost. So at home we have quite a bit of that. So we did a first set of compost and we're thinking about making another one. So that way we have a lot of good soil and nutritious soil to continue the process of, you know, feeding our plants with that good soil. These plants gonna dance.
Peelings
of food, banana, watermelon, plantain, sashes. Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I have to warn you about, when you're making compost, depending on the ingredients that you use in your composting, it has a stench. If you don't like to smell rotten food, don't compost. Ask somebody to make the compost and you buy it from them or something to that extent. If you don't like it, don't do it. But it's worth a try. So at this time, we mixed up all the food peelings with some of the soil that we had around and leaves as well, so that it can start to break down the food waste and create new soil that is rich in nutrients for our plants. Check it out.
I have about 14 days.
So let's find out now what it is that the food waste needs in order to start the decaying process to create that actual compost.
First, oxygen to help it to breathe. And
the eggshell gives calcium to the soil. We have more eggshells there, but the ginger? Oh. To help it to decompose faster, you can actually cut it up smaller.
Yeah.
And then add the soil and it will be ready in no time. It's about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then you have good soil. So a few more days and this will be ready.
I have about another 7 days or so to do the job. But since it have the grit, thing that have nothing to decay, so we're looking at probably another 2 weeks.
2 weeks again?
Yeah. That's ginger, part of a ginger plant.
But see, now they have the roots, can't we plant it?
Yeah, we can plant it.
Okay.
It germinated in the soil.
Depending on how you actually cut up your food, waste, material, matter, whatever it is, you might even have some seeds or some buds from the plant actually germinating. So whilst we were mixing the soil, the composting matter, we noticed that there was this plant and we thought it was a weed or something, but it's actually a ginger plant that started to grow. So it germinated in the soil and it was starting a new ginger plant. That already shows you that this compost is some good stuff for a ginger plant to actually start to grow. Yeah. And we put all the food peelings and as well soil, and you mix it all together and you cover it.
All the heat in the process of decomposition generating a lot of heat, so it must breathe. So it lose some heat.
Yes.
You cannot have it you can stifle the process, so it must breathe. Right?
And then you turn it.
Turn it, wet it a bit. You don't have a thermometer to check the temperature, but you could use your finger, dip your finger in it to see how hot it is. And you help it.
Put my finger with a glove on my hand.
How you gonna feel how hot it is? How are you gonna feel how hot it is if you have a glove?
Over my hand over it.
Move your hand over it. Well, you can do that too. Or you get a thermometer, put it in it.
When making your compost, you have two options. You can actually cover it so that the scent does not escape and your surroundings isn't plagued by that wretched, rotten food scent. Or you can actually leave it out in the open but cover it with dirt, so the dirt actually is like a deodorizer, so the scent doesn't emanate into the air. Cover it with leaves as well, so the moisture actually stays in as well as the heat, because that's needed in order for it to start breaking down the food. And you occasionally have to go and turn the soil so that it's properly mixed and enough oxygen and enough moisture is dispersed throughout that composting mat, and then you cover it again with either your leaves or your soil, whatever the case may be, and let it do its due. Okay, so we turned it over and then we covered it and we're going to leave it. The reason we cover it, we wet it, you know, to give it some moisture to help with the decaying process, decomposing process. And we covered it because we have dogs in the yard and they're very investigative creatures. They like to go and mess with all sorts of things, so it's covered. And we will check it again in about a few days time, say about 3 or 4, and we will see what it looks like then. Thank you once again. So that's it. So that's it for another one of our COVantine home gardening episodes. This was episode number 8, composting at home. Thank you for tuning in on this journey as we go through figuring out what to do whilst we are doing our own home garden. A lot of it is a lot of DIYs and a lot of research and getting information about seeds and plants and land and everything. So I'm really happy for those who are interested and who really tune in every Tuesday with me and my father and all the other persons who actually submit information and pictures and videos of their garden so we can see the process. I'm really excited for all of you all, and I'm happy that I was able to inspire quite a few people to start their own home garden. I really would like to see what it's gonna look like when you start to harvest your own produce. That's gonna be awesome. I am ready for mine. I can only be more excited for you and yours. Thank you everybody for tuning in. See you next time on another one of COVantine home garden episodes every Tuesday. Tune in for my videos. See you next time. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Ring that notification bell so you can get more of my videos when I upload them. See you next time. Bye.